afternoon and welcome to Quays News. I'm Laura Burns.
And I'm Ellie Double. Firstly, let's start with some breaking news.
Leading global providers Huawei have announced they will be opening a brand new office here in Media City.
Two men from Swinton have been refused a £24,000 payout after placing a £100 bet back in January. William Hill have refused the payout as the two bets had a direct influence on each other. They have instead said they will treat it as two separate £50 bets, resulting in the men each receiving £1,700, which they have contested.
And Manchester has always had problems with high pollution levels. This has led to protests from pressure groups and council candidates against the construction of a new car park in Ancoats. Ali Dinning has more.
On the outskirts of Quays, next to one of its busiest roads, Manchester City Council are making development plans. From the roadside, the former central retail park looks like any other inner city brownfield site ready for redevelopment. However, it only takes a closer look to show that this won't happen without a fight. In the eyes of the council, this land is in a prime position for temporary paid parking. For many local residents, however, this would be an environmentally disastrous use of the space, near both a congested road and the area's only primary school. Campaign group Trees Not Cars was set up specifically to oppose the plans, and spokesperson Gemma Cameron explains why.
The council say that this is already a car park when the retail site was already, the shops are here, people were already parking here. There's a big difference between having a retail parking space and you've got that big barrier of shops between the school and that big main busy road there, and having this as a 24/7 car park. We've already got a couple across the road that are pretty much empty. We've got the parking for the Aldi and the Pure Gym. 20% of Manchester city centre is currently car park.
The campaign has reached such a level that political opposition are taking notice. Alan Good, Liberal Democrat candidate for Ancoats and Beswick, has drawn attention to reports of illegal levels of pollution in the area.
There is massive amounts of congestion in Manchester already. It's the most congested region outside of London in Great Britain. I don't think that it's acceptable in 2019 to carry on business as usual. I think that we need to look at all areas of policy and work on sustainable development so that we're not polluting our atmosphere.
In a graphic demonstration, he showed us the build-up of soot and other pollutants on a tree near the site.
Give it a good brush.
That's had a bit of residue in it, but this is literally what I've just been doing over the last 30 seconds.
Although the voice of protest remains strong, so does the council's position, as they defend their plans on the grounds of funding. This remains unconvincing to their opposition.
We need green space in Manchester. We need places for people for their own sort of mind. At the moment, the proposal from Manchester City Council is for people to park here and cross over the road to go onto the cycling machines or onto the treadmills.
With almost 10,000 signing a petition against the current plans and the council standing firm, the future is still less than certain for the site. For now, the argument surrounding it continues.
And now joining us via Skype is Julia from Trees Not Cars. Hi Julia, you okay?
Hi, can you hear me all right?
I'm good, thank you. So I just want to know a bit more about what the campaign is actually about.
Well, the campaign is about to raise awareness of the local citizens about this public application in the first place, because it was quite secretly published on council website almost immediately after they announced the climate emergency initiative, and also to put some pressure on council about the aspects that we think are important and significant that we don't think they're accounted for in their reporting attached to the planning application.
So you think pollution is a really big problem in Manchester?
I definitely think so myself. I've got two kids, and my eldest boy has got asthma, with which he was diagnosed at 6 years old. But various and numerous reports show that Manchester asthma rates are at the top level in the UK.
And what do you think we can do to kind of improve pollution in Manchester?
First and foremost, I think we should really look at the immediate solutions around cleaning our air and building another car park. When Manchester has got a target to be carbon free at by 2038 is not the right solution. We need planting trees because the trees clean the air, they absorb the pollutants, and they actually provide the most immediate solution to the pollution in Manchester. And currently, Manchester is reporting the tree canopy cover that is known as something up to measure the cover for the trees is but less than 7%, and the guidance is 20.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for your time.
A team of dedicated volunteers working with the Royal Horticultural Society are working around the clock to restore a Victorian-era stately home and open it as a blooming public garden. Josh Warne went to see how they're getting on.
Worsley New Hall, the site visited by the late Queen Victoria, is set for a grand new beginning as the Royal Horticultural Society Garden Bridgewater. The great manor house survived 2 world wars, however in 1949 it was demolished due to dry rot and subsidence. The site, owned by the RHS and now Europe's largest gardening project, has had volunteers from around the Salford area working non-stop to bring the ground's vast estate back to its previous natural beauty for the past 5 years.
I think from a volunteer's point of view it's been great because every time I go I meet people from different parts of Salford and further afield, people from Yorkshire and all of Greater Manchester, so from a volunteer's point of view I think it's been really good at bringing people together. I think socially, as far as I can tell, the RHS are doing a lot to reach out into the community to bring people to the garden who wouldn't normally be visitors to an RHS garden for sort of therapeutic and educational reasons.
The RHS Garden Bridgewater project has got much of the Salford community talking. With Salford already suffering one of the worst air pollution rates within the UK, will such a site that brings a huge amount of traffic only create more problems for the community? Or will it actually offer a green space for the Salford people? Or will it suffer the same fate as Media City, which is seen by the community to actually polarise and create more divisions? Josh Warne, Quays News.
So this morning, Huawei announced that they're opening a brand new office here in Media City. So now we are joined with their communications officer, Ed Brewster, to tell us more.
Hello, Ed. Could you tell us more about the 5G experimental hub, please?
Great. Hi, Ellie. Thanks very much for having us in. So today we've announced a new office in Media City in Salford, in Greater Manchester. Huawei is going to be moving 50 roles here. So some actually jobs are going to be new, and some of them are roles that have relocated from somewhere else. And it's going to be a new centre for us in the northwest of the UK, actually northern England, and some of the national teams are now going to be based up here in Media City. We've also today got the Huawei Experiential, or the Huawei truck, that's also in Media City, which is showing 5G, and that 5G is on. So 5G is the latest mobile communications technology. It's now on here in Manchester with Vodafone 3 and EE, and we at Huawei are one of the key suppliers to those networks, providing the equipment to make 5G work.
Excellent. And how do you think that the move to Media City will benefit both the company and the people in Salford?
Well, we're obviously a global communications company. We're privately owned by our employees. We're a major investor in R&D, we're a major investor in skills, and we're a major investor in technology. So we're a global technology leader. How it's going to benefit the people of Salford, I hope, is more jobs. We're out for lunch today with some of the team. They live in Salford.
Excellent.
Some of them have moved to Salford to relocate to work in our office. So 50 new roles in the heart of Salford.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Now, this week is National Curry Week, an event held across the UK encouraging people to visit their local curry houses in order to raise money to fight poverty. Our reporter Oliver Youde paid a visit to Manchester Curry Mile to find out more.
It's 3 p.m. on a Monday and Wilmslow Road is bustling. Acting as Rushholme's central vein for commuters, the street is never short of traffic. However, travellers may not be so quick to pass through, as this road certainly has much to offer.
Manchester's Curry Mile, or perhaps Curry Half Mile if we're being technical, is home to an eclectic mix of South Asian culture, featuring shops, bars and restaurants. But as a new resident of Manchester myself, I feel as though I ought to explore a little further and see what the Curry Mile truly has to offer.
The Curry Mile is thought to be the largest concentration of South Asian restaurants outside of the Indian subcontinent, and it's certainly not surprising, as the tempting smell of curry and kebabs wafts along the pavement, passing a variety of businesses, some of which have existed since the 1980s, offering a range of goods and wares. This week is the 21st annual National Curry Week, an event set up in order to celebrate the burgeoning Indian restaurant industry whilst raising money for poverty-focused charities. Mughley is a popular restaurant on the Curry Mile, which only last month played host to music superstar Ed Sheeran. Restaurant manager Haz Arshad is one of many proud business owners hoping to use the occasion to share their unique creations.
For me, my mother's cooking has always been incredible, but I've also travelled extensively around Southeast Asia, Vietnam, Thailand and all the rest of it, so in terms of the broad region, Far East as well, I really enjoy the spices, the flavour, the tingling sensation when you're eating it. You know, we've seen the whole kind of process of the Curry Mile in particular, where my father used to own this restaurant in the 1990s, and I've seen the changes through the generations in terms of how now people are a lot more adventurous with food. They're experimenting with spices at home a lot more. So for National Curry Week, we're currently giving away 50% on curry dishes through our promotional booking link on our website. So if you manage to grab yourself a limited promotional table, you can enjoy 50% off curry dishes at our restaurant.
And so, as night falls and the street becomes an aurora of neon-lit colour.
God, I love curry.
Do you?
Yeah. Have you ever been to Curry Mile?
No, do you know what? I'm not the biggest fan of curry, personally.
You're not?
But
You're more of a Chinese
yeah,
type person.
I like pizza. Pizza's
Pizza.
really good. I mean, if we're going for it, why not?
Anyway, that's all from us this week at Quays News.
We'll be back for more news next week. Goodbye.
And if you want to follow us at Quays News, then feel free. Instagram and Facebook. Goodbye.
Goodbye.